warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to a new lesson on Tafseer. Inshallah, today we are going to take on Suratus. So inshallah, today before we proceed, I will read the recitation of the surah and then followed by the exegesis, inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والشمس وضحاها والقمر إذا تلاها والنهار إذا جلاها والليل إذا يغشاها والسماء وما بناها والأرض وما طحاها ونفس وما سواها فألهمها فجورها وتقواها قد أفلح من زكاها وقد خاب من دساها كذبت ثمود بطغواها إذ انبعث أشقاها فقال لهم رسول الله ناقة الله وسقياها فكذبوه فعقروها فدمدم عليهم ربهم بذنبهم فسواها ولا يخاف عقباها. So this is the recitation of the surah, and during the recitation, the tajweed aspect I would like us to note is washamsi wa duhaha. Ashams is called alamu ashamsiya, meaning you not say al-shams. You have to give it the shadda and ignore the sukun on the lam. So you say ashamsi wa duhaha. Ashams, you have to give it the stress. Wa duhaha, and then we should note the pronunciation of ha. Wa duhaha. So inshallah, that is just a brief about it. Okay, wal qamari idha talaha, and let's look at the pronunciation of wal qamari. Wal qamari, we pronounce the sukun ye. Idha talaha, wal qamari idha talaha, and this one is called lamu al qamariya. It's called lamu al qamariya. Any those letters that you are going to pronounce the alif and lam when you have the alif and lam starting them. So inshallah, detail about this is going to be discussed in our tajweed class. Then, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, by the sun and its brightness. Allah is swearing by the sun and its brightness, or when it brights, by the moon as it follows it, by the moon as it follows the sun, or when it follows the sun, by the day as it shows up the sun's brightness. Allah continues swearing. Allah swore by the day when it shows up the brightness of the sun. وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا يَغْشَاهَا, and by the night as it conceals it, as in by the night when it conceals the sun. وَالسَّمَاءِ وَمَا بَنَاهَا, and by the heaven, وَمَا بَنَاهَا, and him who built it, or it's built up. So it could be by the heaven and it's built up, or by the heaven and him who built it, meaning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is swearing also by himself. And lest we forget, we said Allah used to swear by his creatures, any of his creatures that he wishes to give us reflection and to make signs of. But as the creature of Allah, as human being, we are not permissible to swear by any other thing than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَالْأَرْضِ وَمَا طَحَاهَا, and by the earth and him who spread it. وَنَفْسٍ وَمَا سَوَّاهَا, and by nafs and him who perfected him in proportion. By nafs, Adam, or a person or a soul. وَمَا سَوَّاهَا, and who perfected the soul in proportion. فَأَلْهَمَهَا فُجُورَهَا وَتَقْوَاهَا, and then he showed him what is wrong for him and what is right for him. قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا, indeed he succeeds who purifies his own self. Indeed he succeeds who purifies his own self. قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا, indeed he succeeds who purifies his own self, obeys and perform all that Allah ordered by following the true face of al-Islam. And okay, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ زَكَّاهَا, and he has indeed succeeds that person that purifies himself or his soul by obeying and following the commandment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and by practicing Islamic monotheism, and by doing righteous good deeds. وَقَدْ خَابَ مَنْ دَسَّاهَا, and indeed he fails who corrupts his own self by disobeying what Allah has ordered, by rejecting the true face of Islamic monotheism, or by following polytheism, or by doing every kind of evil, wicked deeds. كَذَّبَتْ ثَمُودُ بِطَغْوَاهَا, so this is the second part of this verse. After Allah has sworn by its creatures, Allah talk about souls, that the soul, anyone that purifies it succeeds, and those that face to purify it have corrupt or would have corrupted themselves. So Allah now proceed by telling us about the people of Samud. Samud people denied their prophets. كَذَّبَتْ ثَمُودُ بِطَغْوَاهَا, Samud people denied their prophets through their transgressions, or through their transgression, by rejecting the true face of Islamic monotheism, and by following polytheism, and by committing every kind of sin. I want you to look at the frequency of repetition of Islamic monotheism, because it is very, very much important, as it is the biggest sin and crime someone can commit against Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and it is the basis of someone's belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If it is not intact, then all other belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and practice of religion of al-Islam will not hold ground. Idhin ba'atha ashqaha, when the most wicked man among them went forth, it was said that the name of the man, actually I can't recall the name of the man now, but it was said that there was a man among them who is famous, who is respected, who was chosen to kill the she camel that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made as signs for them. فَقَالَ لَهُمْ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ نَاقَةَ اللَّهِ وَسُقْيَاهَا, and the messenger of Allah in person of Nabi Salih, he said to them, but the messenger of Allah Salih alayhi salam said to them, be cautious, fear the evil end, that is the she camel of Allah, do not harm it, and bar it not from having its drink. So فَكَذَّبُوهُ فَعَقَرُوهَا, they denied him and they killed it. فَدَمْدَمَ عَلَيْهِمْ رَبُّهُمْ, so their Lord destroyed them because of their sin and made them equal in destruction. All grades of people, rich, poor, strong and weak. وَلَا يَخَافُ عُقْبَاهَا, and he, Allah, fear not the consequences thereof. وَلَا يَخَافُ عُقْبَاهَا, and he, Allah, feared not the consequences thereof. So this is the brush through explanation and translation of Surah Shams. And the next thing that we supposed to do is to sit down and then jot down the lessons that we can deduce from this surah. And then inshallah, as we move on, we continue to gain knowledge about the message of our creator Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we continue to gain guidance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala till we reach the paradise and the destiny of death and grave. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala count us among the good ones and the succeeding ones. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not count us among the failing ones and the failures. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the goodness of this world and the goodness of the hereafter. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.